Seasonal depression is very real. It's so easy. It's so easy to get caught up. I just finished having some breakfast, all finished. I actually haven't had a nice avocado toast at home in so long. I feel like I used to have this whole routine and it's not really been that way recently, and I apologize, my voice is gonna sound a bit off. I just woke up with like a super dry throat. I think it's because of the weather as well. It's definitely getting cold. It was snowing this past week. It was like -2 Celsius today. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, but it's cold. So I'm just having my coffee and I just want to take a second to chat, I guess, about life. It has been a really interesting fall. This is probably the first fall that I actually haven't felt seasonal depression, which is quite common, especially I think in Canada, because it gets so dark and cold. And the lack of sunshine kind of really affects certain people's moods, and I was definitely one of those people. I think I still am, but for some reason this year has felt different. I hope I'm not like jinxing myself. I just always get skeptical when I feel like things are going right, because I wonder when it's not gonna be right. In every past year, once the season comes around, something happens and I just completely fall off. Kind of have fallen off in certain ways because like my fitness isn't as great as I want it to be, and you know, there's always gonna be things. But I feel like my headspace is the best that it's been in a really, really long time. I finally have more acceptance of my life, who I am, and clarity. I don't want to get like too woke or whatever, but like it really does feel like that. And it's so important to me because every other time that it would be September, October, November, those are really hard months. And especially just feeling a lot of people would be celebrating holidays together with their friends and family. And I've just never had a really huge family. I don't really have a lot of friends. I don't know why I decided to just take a second today to just talk, because like seasonal depression is very real and it can be very rough, and it's something that I almost get anxiety about because I just wonder when is it gonna happen, and it hasn't happened. I think a few things have helped me navigate this season. I don't think it's any surprise. Social media is definitely something that has really changed how we as a society view each other and kind of distorts our perceptions of things and how things should be. And I've definitely been a victim to like feeling as if I'm comparing myself and stuff. That's definitely not the seasonal depression itself, but it doesn't help. My life has continued to change and I'm at a place now where I feel like I'm so content with what I have. I've been journaling. I really didn't journal for a long time, and something about just like being open and honest about your thoughts has helped me feel more grounded, feel more grateful for what I have. There's a lot of stuff happening in the world right now. It makes you realize what you have and what you should be grateful for. Lately, I've been going to bed thinking that there's gonna be days, certain things that happen, and there's gonna be tough days even with work and stuff. I'm definitely more aware and intentional about the things that I can do, how I look at things, and also just recognizing that I live a life of privilege. And not to say you need to have stacks of money or like you need to be driving a Bentley to be privileged. The fact that I have a roof over my head is a privilege. Acknowledging those things I think has made me look at things differently, because I used to be very caught up because you know, you see people that will be posting that they're going on vacation all the time or like that they're doing XYZ. It does not really faze me anymore. I actually don't even use Instagram like that. I used to feel like my life was very boring, and it might seem that way to some people, but I realize now the fact that I can consider sitting on a couch watching TV in an apartment in downtown Toronto, those are things that are boring because it's so readily accessible to me. but that's a privilege, and I don't need to compare to what other people are doing because that's none of my business. It's not to say that I don't go out and enjoy things, but it's not because of what other people are doing. What's also helped, I think, with my seasonal depression is a lot of times I get really caught up in work. Work-life balance is something I continue to struggle with, and I wish I had a completely, solid plan to not let work-life balance be unbalanced, but it definitely can be sometimes. And I think it's especially harder in these seasons because it's like I'll be working and then finish work probably like 5:30 or 6, and then it's already dark. Working from home, if I'm in the den and I come out, I'm like, wow, it's already pitch black outside. Or even if you go into an office and you go in and it's probably still pretty dark, and then you go out and then it's dark again. Pretty easy to get depressed from. So that's definitely something that I feel has been hard, and trying to just enjoy more of my time in the mornings, trying to adjust my schedule, and then also just trying to really set boundaries when it comes to work, because burnout is definitely a thing, and don't think I've been truly burnt out in a long time, knock on wood. Not that I want to be burnt out, but it's definitely something that I just always have this looming fear of, because things can get super busy, and then mixed with the fact that it's super dark and cold outside, and then the fact that I'm like not really doing a whole lot. It's so easy to get caught up. I've just really been able to set boundaries, and it's also because I realized the things that you want to do for yourself. If you want to go to the gym, if I want to edit a video, if I want to do all these other things, those are just as important. Those things may not pay the bills, which on paper is definitely a priority, but also those things bring me happiness and joy and make me feel more mentally stable, and that's so important. Really feeling more comfortable in creating a routine for myself that's filled with other things outside of just work, and also just enjoying whatever those other things are for myself, because it doesn't need to be going out to the bougiest restaurant. I really don't need to live it up. I just feel like I'm in such a peaceful place. I just wanted to say that because it has not always been like this. It's very easy, like I keep saying, for me to like get caught up in things, especially in this time of year. That was very rambly. A few things, I guess. Journaling, very helpful. Finding things that bring me joy. Setting boundaries with work-life balance. And gratitude, and just recognizing the privileges that we have. Okay, so that was just my little TED Talk. Thank you so much for coming. I'm gonna finish drinking this coffee. My boyfriend and I are actually going on a little movie date night. I have not gone to the theater in a while. Going to the movies used to be like my favorite thing, and this is like the most exciting thing that's happening this weekend for us. We're going to the VIP theater. Basically, there's theaters which are 19 plus, which is the legal age in Canada, in Ontario. So you get a bigger seat. There's no kids, which is kind of nice, not gonna lie. We're gonna watch Black Panther, which I'm really excited about. I don't know if I've ever said I'm kind of a big Marvel stan, but not really because of like just phase 4, but we can talk about that another day. But anyways, that's what's gonna happen later. I'm just gonna enjoy this relaxing afternoon. I woke up late, but what's new? You know this ain't the time for the two of us. I ain't got space to be thinking about growing older. I just finished washing some dishes. I had to do them by hand. Our dishwasher's broken. It's been broken for 4 weeks now. I actually really need to call the landlord. So lately dishwashing has been the old school way, which is fine. I've been like listening to podcasts and stuff. It kind of brings me peace. Is that weird? I'm gonna do some vacuuming. We got a new vacuum last week. I know, so exciting, but this is like an actual cordless vacuum, which I have never had one. $400. It was on sale, so I mean, why not? But like literally this is a game changer. So I'm just gonna do a quick vacuum, get this place a little tidy. Me and you, guess it's over. It was a rainbow, but we're sinking. Lost my hue. I might come running back when our hearts get back on track. When the stars line up, that's that. I've been attached, just looking out. We move so fast, was moving south. My secret sauce, move in and out. Miss how you gloss that pretty mouth. Here is my little movie night fit. Honestly, I'm so excited to just get cozy in the theater like this. The seats are actually pretty nice in the VIP theater. They're nice and big, and you can just like relax. I always feel like I wish I had a blanket, and honestly, this cardigan feels like a nice soft blanket. It's from Zara. I got it a few years ago now. So we're gonna head out in a little bit. I'm super excited. We're gonna get some food there and just enjoy the night. Cute little date night. It is about 4 o'clock. It's been a good Sunday so far. I honestly haven't done a whole lot, but I got some editing done on my video, which I just published. I try to upload on Sundays. Glad that I got that out of the way. I'm just having some coffee, kind of just black coffee, because I wanted to go to the gym. I don't have any pre-workout anymore. I used to be about that at one point in my life, but now I just have black coffee. So I'm just finishing this, and then got my gym fit. This is all Gymshark. I literally just wear Gymshark to the gym. Gonna do some legs. I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but we're actually going to Mexico in February, which sounds like it's not that close, but it is. And I know my body, if I'm trying to get into a certain physique, it takes at least 2 to 3 months. And I think that's something to keep in mind for everyone. You're not gonna get 6 packs overnight. I'm not ever gonna get 6 packs, but like if I want to look remotely close to potentially having 6 packs, it's gonna take me some work, and I just have not been consistent. I feel like a broken record by now, you know, just trying to get into my routine. So we're gonna have a good workout. It's gonna be the first time I'm doing legs in weeks, which is kind of concerning, but we'll see how it goes. Back. It was actually a really good workout. I haven't lifted in weeks. Like I said, being in the gym, it felt kind of like, why don't I do this more often? I used to actually make it part of my day, and I think working from home kind of changed things because I'm at home. So like it's not as though the gym is ever gonna be along the way when I go home. It won't be a part of my routine unless I make it, because it's just not something that is a stop along the way, if that makes any sense. Because when I used to go to the gym, when I worked in an office, it would be like, I'm done work, I'm gonna walk to the gym, and then I'm gonna go home. It's just very different now. So we're gonna try to really make more of an effort and figure out how to make it work for me, because I don't know, I miss it. And I don't mean just like cardio and stuff. I feel like I've been better with getting more steps in. Walking my dog and stuff is really helpful. Something about just lifting makes you feel like you're building muscle, pushing yourself. I don't know how to explain it. That I've really missed. I need to go take a shower. Super easy. I didn't put the scallions on top, but that's me seeds. We've had this rug for how many months? Probably like half a year at this point. I thought we might want it like a bit under the, just to keep it in place. But anyways, we tried to roll it out once, and then I don't know, I think the color threw us off. But it actually looks okay, doesn't it? It's really cold now. Is it a month already? Oh my god, it is. Wow. I just finished talking to my mom on the phone. I hadn't talked to her in a few days. Usually I try to call her at least twice a week. Thanks to her, I just went on a little shopping spree on Aritzia, which I was not planning to do. I feel like with Black Friday, it's really easy to get sucked in because you just see the discount and you're like, oh, it's a great deal, but like can't just get stuff for the sake of having it on sale. So I was trying to find things I was already thinking about. I'm sure I'll show you guys in an upcoming haul. I'm gonna end the night with some journaling. Like I said, I feel like this has been a really good routine or a really good habit to have. For a while, I just wasn't doing any journaling. I definitely notice a difference. It's a place to let your thoughts out, and I think that's really important no matter what mental state you're in. I think if you have good things, it's good to just reflect on it. Bad things, also important to reflect. Obviously, having friends and family to talk to is really important. Just to reflect with yourself, I think, is such a special, I sound really sappy, but like it is special because you can be yourself. And if you haven't tried journaling before, I highly recommend it. I started journaling at a really young age, and something that I definitely find helpful, and I try to do it just on a regular basis because it's one of those things that when things are going right, you feel like, oh, I'm good, I don't need this. But then when things are going bad, and then you're like, oh wait, I kind of do need a safe space with my own thoughts. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna reflect on the money that I spent, which I really shouldn't have. Last time I journaled was only 4 days ago, so I'm feeling good. I'm glad that I'm like on my routine about it. So I'm gonna spend some time doing this journaling, and then I think I'm gonna wrap up the vlog. It's been a good weekend. I've had a couple of these now where it's just more peaceful, more more relaxing and more time to just do things on my list for myself. And everyone has their own idea of what self-care looks like, what having fun looks like. You can have fun journaling, you can have fun making dinner, you know, and I feel very content with my weekend. I wish it was longer because I have a lot happening next week that I'm gonna journal about right now, because I definitely have a little bit of the sunny scaries, but it definitely helps to feel recharged so that I feel more ready to tackle whatever happens. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't yet, and to check out other videos from me on the screen, and I will see you guys next time.